Hi, I'm Ernie Conover. I've covered the turning of bowls from green wood in Woodworkers Journal's turning series that I write every month. But I've not really ever covered how you return a bowl that you've just rough turned. When you rough turn them, you turn them to about a 1-inch wall and you just let them dry for a few months. 3 months is a good period of time. In the drying process, the chucking recess that we turn this bowl on goes oval. So the first job of returning it is bring this oval chucking recess round so that we can get an accurate hold with our 4-jaw chuck or remount it on a glue block. To do this, you need a special side cutting scraper. I ground this one from just a plain piece of M2 steel that I had, but you can buy some commercial scrapers of this shape that you can modify slightly. I give you some tips on that in the article in the magazine. So with this scraper, I'll be able to reach right in here and true up this chucking recess and make it round, level on the bottom. I've mounted a nubbin of wood on a faceplate here, and I have a piece of cloth, and I'm simply going to put that over the nubbin to give a little traction between this and the bowl blank. And I can do it easily by simply bringing the tailstock up, and I can see that that's about the center where I did this, and by spinning that I can kind of judge that I'm pretty well back on center. Just a little bit of adjustment there. And a nice way to check that is to bring your corner of your tool rest in here and kind of compare your chucking recess, how it's warped, and see that the runout is about the same on the long end, here, and here. I like to now interpose a little piece of wood, so I'll just hold this here and slip that little piece of wood in there. Put some pressure on that way. There you can see that we've minimized our runout, and we're ready to return this jewel. I'll now start up the lathe. I'll stand out of the way, of course, when I do that. And I've got it on minimum speed, so it isn't going very fast. Bringing the speed up slowly. Lock my tailstock. Make sure everything's solid. About 400 RPMs. Notice I'm tipping that scraper downhill. If I was refitting a glue block, I'd also re-scrape this base level. Never hurts to do that. And there we are. We've retrued that up. We have a perfect circle here now. And it's level in here. We've got a sharp corner. We're going to be able to catch that with a 4-jaw chuck very easily. It slips right over the chuck nicely. Now I'll just expand those jaws inside there. Right, I have everything nice and solid. It's firmly mounted. I'll start up the lathe. And now I have to start at the base of the bowl with a dragging cut, what my mentor Rudy Selnick called a pull cut, because we are pulling the tool without the guidance of the nose bevel. My hand on the rest is what is controlling the tool's direction. However, at this point, about halfway up the wall, I can get the nose bevel rubbing, which gives me a much smoother cut. It's now time to true up the inside. I'm checking that wall thickness that it's uniform. I've raised my rest just a bit, and I'm now going back to my round nose scraping. See the nice fine shavings I'm getting with that shear cutting with that scraper. All right, I've sanded and finished this. Put a little finish on it. I actually sanded it wet with the finish, which makes it cut a little better, the sandpaper. And now I'll take that off, and there's our nearly finished bowl. All we have to do now is refine this base, which I will do by putting it back on the nubbin that we used to scrape that out round. Got this centered up nice. Now I'll start it up and bring the speed up very slowly. I've got it running pretty good. It's very true. I'll now just go in with a very small bowl gouge. And there is our finished bowl. To make the bottom look as nice as the top, I'll sand that out a little bit, put some finish on it. It will remain round, at least to the untrained observer. Of course, wood will come and go a little bit with changes in humidity. That's its nature. But the only way you will be able to tell that is with a ruler and very careful measurement. To even the trained eye, it will look round for time to come. Give it a try. It's a lot of fun, and give Tupperware a run for its money.